And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. The Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Colorado State Rams offense will take the field first. In the last meeting, the Rams trampled the Cowboys, making brown mustard out of them in a game that never felt competitive.
I think everybody went into that one thinking it was going to be close. Colorado State obviously had some other ideas, Dave, but their intensity was simply unmatched in that game. That's where Wyoming's got to be better this time.
Got to be much better because they took that bronze boot in a bad spot last year.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The give to the tailback. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Back to pass, it's Fowler DeColosi. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early, put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Rams line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cowboys offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to take a shot on second and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Cowboys come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Ross. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's a bot. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Ballard Nicolosi. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of pop.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. And they turn it into a defensive score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
To the air on 2nd down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able...
Lofts one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. The period has expired and Wyoming has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, the ground game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Rams are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Ball. It's a seam wide open. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against a wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Pulls and fires complete. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Jacksonville State was able to finish off a close one at Burgess Snow Field today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might be calling a hot route. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Wyoming. And they take it in for 6 more points. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he's going to bring it out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Got his man downfield. Turns it on in midfield. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Colorado State, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The border war over the bronze boot dates back to 1899, but the introduction of the bronze boot trophy was started as part of a mutual agreement between each school's respective ROTC departments.
Well, it's nice that there was a mutual agreement because the very first time these two teams played in 1899, the game was forfeit. Apparently there was breaking of rules. It ended up in a brawl. These two schools have not liked each other for a very long time in the border war, David.
I'm here for all of it. I'm here for the petty. I'm here for the college fans that don't like each other, the anger, the competition. So this should be a great matchup.
And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Sargent. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd.
Into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's ball. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're working that left side.
That's a good example.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Rams will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Cowboys and Rams. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that old bronze boot.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, and got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scrap. Turning it on. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Quick step and go. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they... to step up and start making plays.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Grabs it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense.
He's looking for the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Wyoming. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go deep. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Rams will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Throws to the back. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his big tight end. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The RPO, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Rams will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. They'll move the chains after he gets up to the 43-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now, down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Here Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. And the Rams with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. There he goes! Bust through behind his pad. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Holds it in on the left. Open spaces. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Nothing quite as spicy as when Brown Mustard takes home a victory in a rivalry game and beats Colorado State. And the Cowboys will be hooting and hollering well into the night. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.